Welcome to A Simple Life. It is an absolutely gorgeous night here. The sun is starting to set and the trees are all lit up really beautifully by the sun as it's setting across the mountain range. I am starting or begun the process of demolishing Herman's old home. This is something that I've talked about doing. It's something I have to do for the insurance company, but it also needs to be done because as the new owner of the property, I'm responsible for everything that happens on the property. Insurance-wise, I can get really expensive if there's an incident and it could have been prevented. So the old home is there's no foundation underneath of it. It's just sitting on some cinder blocks. That's the way it's been sitting, or like concrete blocks, ever since it was built. And so it's settled. Termites have completely destroyed 90% of the wood in it. I mean, it's just infested. So it's coming down. I am doing this while Herman's down in California because I don't think I could do it with him here. He lived in that house for so many years and it's so much part of his life. So I'm doing it with as much respect and care as possible. I actually went through every room in that house. I dug through any junk that was in there. I found any family photos, anything that looked like it was sentimental at all, and I pulled it out. I put it to the side for him. His old magazines, he has a bunch of like old farming magazines and gardening magazines. I put them all out, and he's been the last little bit that he's been able to read those before he heads off to California. He's been loving it. So he's off in California for the next 10 days. And while he's gone, I'm going to demolish the house. It's really the only way that the only window of opportunity I had to do it, and I felt like it was going to be the best emotionally for him to be gone than to be here when I did it. I think it would be really hard to try to demolish that house when he's here. So I'm not going to do it while he's here. I'm going to do it while he's gone. That being said, this whole process has been, taking Herman's over is really kind of different because he's here, so he sees everything I'm doing. And there are times that there's definitely some stress, to say the least, between us. There's definitely some moments where he's like, why don't you do it this way? And I'm like, because I'm not doing it that way because I can't for X, Y, and Z reason. He's been up here for 65 years. He's made a living off of this property. I'm the young gun, and I'm coming in and I'm doing projects that he wouldn't have done because he was able to make a living off the property as is. I'm not going to do that. I need this property to be in order for me to work and to grow and to scale this up to being a full, business, a farm business, whether it's I'm selling to buyers clubs or whatever. I need it to be organized. I need to be able to work and not be putting band-aids on boo-boos, meaning like gravel on roads that are just too small, or trying to barely keep an old refrigerator unit running. I need to be able to just work, especially since I work a 9 to 5. So a lot of times it's why I work in the evenings, or it's like 5, 6 o'clock before we get up here, because I work a 9 to 5. I get my stuff done and then I come up and I try to get work done. So some of these projects take a little longer because I still have my city job or town job, whatever. This is part of me documenting this process. Is I'm a city boy. This is city guy moves to the country and tries to figure it out. I have experience learning. I love to learn, and I love the process of learning. And because of that, I learn fairly quickly. And I watch for patterns, and I watch for how things work, and I very quickly try to emulate reproduce, figure out what I'm doing wrong. I try to learn very, very quickly. And so because I do that, it makes it a little easier for me to go from city life to country. Anyways, this video is all about me demolishing the old house. It's not going to be super long. Okay, so a little update on the house. We have about 10 and a half, 12 feet, somewhere in there, of house left. It looks like we got about 4 loads of material that need to go up to the top. And then we got a bunch of scrap. I've been having to avoid the old artesian well, which is right here underneath this door. If you haven't noticed, I've been avoiding this spot like the plague. That's because there's a well underneath here. There's a plate about 8 feet down that keeps stuff from dropping all the way down. There's a few things that have fallen, some dirt that has fallen down, real small. We're talking like maybe a 5-gallon bucket. I'm gonna clean all that out, and then I'll assess whether this is gonna continue to be used or I'm going to seal it up. Anyways, I found some old TNT boxes and some goodies like that, some stuff that's just interesting. Anyways, we're gonna get to work. Probably should be able to finish this afternoon. Currently, Herman's out of town. He comes back tomorrow night, so this all has to be cleaned up. Yeah, so all right, well, we'll get to work. I hope you guys enjoy the video. It's not the most entertaining, but it's what we did. Okay, thank you so much for joining us. Love you guys.